Grandmites, it's time to unite. Back again with another vlog. I'm on my way to the Pizza Works, and we're going to have lunch. And I'm going to be working on their new POS system, hopefully. Hopefully after today, we'll get everything going. If not today, then later this week, because I know they need to get working, need to get going on that new POS system over there. It is pretty sweet and it's pretty straightforward. There's just a lot to learn, and I can't see. The sunglasses, they fog up, and I need to get some anti-fogger on them. So that's what's going on today. On Wednesday, it's Monday now. I'm gonna be seeing Star Trek with the people I see the movies with, and I really have some high expectations. You know, this is the third film in the franchise, and I hope to God it's better than the second one, even though I still like the second one, and I know that a lot of people kind of frown on it, but you know, that's just me, you know, because I like Star Trek. It doesn't really have to fit the movie to a T. I just like a good episode to watch, and I'm not exactly sure why people didn't like the second of the new Star Trek films, but I liked it, so we have it. So Star Trek Into Darkness this Wednesday I'm going to go be seeing, and then we'll be skipping a week, and then we're going to be seeing Suicide Squad, which I hope is really good. I hope they portray everybody very well, because we definitely don't want another Ghostbusters incident, you know. I'll probably rent Ghostbusters as soon as it comes out, but I've heard so much about this movie that I'm not going to see it at the theater, and there's several reasons why. And if it really is as sexist as what people are saying, if it really does go downhill after like the first half of the movie, well, yeah. But you're gonna have to wait till it comes out on DVD before I rent it and watch it and then give you my review, because I refuse to see it in the theater, because I'm not spending my money on a movie that isn't any good. I bet it still made money though, don't get me wrong, because people want to know what the hype is all about, but still, usually when it comes to movies, and trust me, I've seen a lot, is, yeah, I know which ones are going to be bad, which ones are going to be awesome. Sometimes I'm wrong. Do you remember Dark Skies back in 2013? There was so much hype about that movie, you know, but when we went to see it, it wasn't really that good. I'm not exactly sure what our expectations were going into seeing that film, but we just like a good, decent movie with the creepy ass feel, and you know, so that's what I'm doing, you know. That's why I like movies. I don't really go for jump scares that much, personally. I like your psychological thrillers, which that was great when Final Destination series came out. You know, I think they overdid it though, because after like the third one, it just got old to me anyway. But I do like how they went full circle with the last one, though. I'll give them that one. I like that one very, very well, almost as much as the first one. Yeah, I don't like jump scares that much, as I just said. But I do like gross stuff, you know, grotesque, mutilations, torture. So I also like the Saw series, but again, after like the first three, it just kept getting old. But we went to go see him anyway. At least I did. So, I like movies with a creepy feel. I just like well done horror thriller type things. Movies, you know. Anyway, more examples. Oculus. That was a good. That was a good movie to see, and was really well done for like a rated PG or PG-13 or something like that. But it was still creepy enough that I liked it. I liked Crimson Peak. I liked the story behind it. I liked the effects, you know, the story. My friends did not go with me to see that one, even though I got them to think about it anyway. I think the issue came down to money, but I don't know exactly. But either way, they didn't go with me to see. Conjuring 2 was better than the first one. I have to say I was more creeped out by this one than the first one, because some stuff happened in this one that you really wouldn't think would happen to someone that's like possessed or whatever. And not to spoil the movie or anything, but how the reasons why the house was possessed, the reasons why the person getting possessed was always getting possessed. Yeah, thanks a lot. But yeah, come on through anyway, guys. Had to do that. I can't wait for this construction on University to be over. It would be nice if they buried all this electrical cable underground so that there wasn't much telephone poles and wires everywhere. And I guess they're building a Hardee's right here by Payless on University. I saw something on Cherry.com or something like that, and I thought, well, that would be a good spot for a restaurant. So Yeah, looks like it's not gonna be a Hardee's. I'm not a Hardee's fan per se, but I think it's good to have another option on this road besides Burger King and McDonald's. I kind of wish Wendy's was still around on this road. And I hate the fact that the only Wendy's in the area I recently went to, and they had some problems, so I'm not sure when I'll allow myself to go back there. I really wish I could get over right now. Here we go. Honestly, I'm getting tired of all the summer shows and the break and everything, the monotony of the summer. I'm an indoor guy, so you know, when there's nothing on TV and everything, it just gets boring. I can see myself playing online less as soon as the fall series starts coming back, because it looks like once again it's going to be full. I think there's like 20 shows or something that I was watching last year, and that's not including all the ones that and that's including all the ones I record. You know, your Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Chicago Med, now in his sophomore stage, and then the new Chicago Justice coming out. So that'll be another one on the docket to watch. And I guess Code Black is coming back. I didn't think it was going to. Then you got your Arrow, your Supernatural, your Supergirl, the Flash. Then you have your Gotham, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You got your Ghost Hunters coming back in August here in a couple weeks. Shoot, there's a lot of shows that I watch, and you know, that's not including shows that never go away, just like wrestling. You know, Raw on Monday nights, SmackDown Live now on Tuesdays. That's another thing I could talk about is WWE Battleground, but I'll do that probably on the way home. Give me something to talk about on the way home. But yeah, we're coming upon Pizza Works here in a little bit. But I'm always glad you guys are here to take a ride with me and hear me out on what's going on in my life and everything. So yay, Prospect. The road to Pizza Works. I don't know. Nope, I'm not gonna go. truck's coming way too fast. One more card. They're just spaced out to where I just can't go. And it sucks. Come on. There we go. So we're almost here at the Pizza Works. Sorry about all my sniffling and stuff. My allergy meds have not kicked in yet. Alright, we're at the Pizza Works. Now we'll catch you guys later. Alright, I'm back. Just got done at the Pizza Works. Hopefully we can get their menu issues and stuff worked out. That way the new system can get up and going. Then all that's left is the training. It is definitely humid today, but given the weekend that we had, I'll take it. Because this past weekend was horrible. And from what I could tell, it was horrible all over the United States. I mean, my God, yesterday it was like 113 heat index. I'm like, forget that. I am not going outside to save my life. That's too full. Now I'm going to go home, get online. This is what I'm going to do. Final Fantasy 14. Half off rentals for $5. What the heck does that mean? I don't get that. Half off rentals for $5. Does that mean you gotta rent so many movies and then it's $5? Or rent as many as you want for $5? Which, that would be amazing. But I don't see that happening. So when we left off, I said I'd talk about WWE Battleground 2016, and I have to say that I liked a lot of the matches. It's going to be interesting to see what happens after yesterday, because the brand split happened, and Raw and SmackDown are both going to be live and have their own roster. I like the fact that Shane has been brought back to be commissioner of SmackDown and everything. And I'm not sure where Triple H has been, but I'm sure we'll see him again at some point alongside Stephanie. So. I think the best match of the evening last night was the Wyatt family versus the New Day. I love the fact that the whole thing is messing with Xavier Woods' head, like he becomes possessed or something just at the sight of Bray Wyatt, and I love that kind of play into the storyline. As a matter of fact, I would love to see the storyline turn to where Xavier Woods ends up joining the Wyatt family, which honestly wouldn't make sense because they're back down to the 3 people because Braun Strowman is in Raw. So that means, and especially now that Luke Harper is out with injury, so having Xavier Woods join them or something, I don't know, but that would be just interesting to see. I think the match between Charlotte, Dana Brooks against Sasha Banks and Bayley was way too short. I just don't think they give divas enough time in the day to really show what they can do physically as a wrestler, It was awesome to see Bayley though. Everyone said it was going to happen, but while I was optimistic that they would have Bayley as Sasha's partner, I honestly didn't think it would happen, but it did. So I'm really pleased that they brought her up for that match, and I don't know if that's a permanent thing or what, but it would be cool to see Bayley on the main roster. Now, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns match. I believe Roman Reigns gave a good fight. I don't think Seth Rollins was on top of his game as he normally is. So that's why the Insane Asylum continues to be the champion. But it is interesting to see that the person they think is the weakest of the 3 of the Shield is now the champion still, even after all that. So that just means there's going to be a rematch for SummerSlam. You watch. It's going to be a rematch for SummerSlam. And I bet you it's going to be end up being a 3-way again. And I think either Fandango or Tyler Breeze is going to go heel, and I think they're going to split Breezango, because I don't see it working. I honestly didn't think the New Day was going to work, but my God, are they milking that for all it's worth? I mean, who knew people would love to see, Big E and all those act like that all the time. It's only funny for so long. Then it just becomes old and overdone. I think the match with John Cena and Enzo Amore and Big Cass against the Club, I think that match was kind of predictable. I have no idea why they picked such a big potential match to be like almost like the trash match of the evening. I feel like it could have been done a lot better. I just don't know if Cena works with Big Cass and Anzo Amore. I can tell you that I believe they have the chemistry, but I don't know. For some reason, I just did not see them gel together as a team. Though maybe that was to kind of help them out, you know, with their technique or whatever. Who knows? But I believe that match could have been better. Man, I'm forgetting all the matches last night. But my thoughts on the WWE is that now that there's a brand split, I think there needs to be more championships. For instance, I think there finally needs to be a women's tag team division. And I've been saying that for quite some time. And now that the brand split happened, I think it would be okay if they added a women's tag team, and as well as bring back the cruiserweight belt. I would gladly give up the Intercontinental belt for the cruiserweight. The Intercontinental Championship is kind of meaningless now. Who the fuck cares about the Intercontinental Championship? I sure as hell don't. I want to see cruiserweights. I want to see all different levels fighting, you know, wrestling. And who knows, maybe this Cruiserweight Classic thing will relaunch that. I don't know, but I hope it does. Keep the World Heavyweight Championship for WWE. Keep the USA title. Keep the tag team. Introduce introduce the women's tag team and reintroduce the Cruiserweight Championship, because I think that would be the best fit for everyone involved. It would make things exciting. It would make the women of wrestling stand out more and mean more to the audience if there was a tag team women's championship. I just think it's something that's been long overdue. But that's just me. I kind of see Vince McMahon's point, though, in all of this, because you can't just give the fans what they want all of the freaking time. You have to build up the storyline to get to that point where it's something that the audience wants. And maybe even come up with creative ways that, you know, the WWE universe hasn't even thought of, you know. But at the same time, there's wrestlers in the WWE who have even yet to face each other. and they've been in the business for how many years? You know, when you pit up like Big Show against Kalisto and stuff like that, it doesn't work. It becomes a complete gimmick and garbage match. Because how in the world do you put someone that size in the ring with someone who's quite the opposite side? Sure, it has its fun factor and stuff like that, but there's never going to be a championship match with that material. But that's just me. We are just about home anyway. I'll get on. See what's going on when I go home, and we'll see what happens on Raw tonight. It's going to be interesting how this season of shows played out. I surely hope I don't have to choose between shows I normally watch and the WWE on Tuesdays, because that would really upset me. Almost home. Oh. I thought they was building that chimney over there at the school. They're just managing it. Well, we're home now. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. I'm out.